Weston-super-Mare trip part 2. So this part of the trip, it was all one trip, it was all the same trip, but I took kind of two distinctive sets of it's all one trip, but I took two distinctive sets of cameras with me. I took the Lumix cameras, the Micro Four Thirds, with me as kind of everyday carry about things which I could get on with very easily, and I knew would be good for anything really. And then I also took my Sigma DP1. That's not it. That is it. I took my Sigma DP1 Merrill. Got a grip on it at the moment. Don't usually have a grip on this one, but for various reasons I have at the moment. So I took the DP1 Merrill and I took the DP3 Merrill with me as well. And I was just hoping for some good light, and we were fortunate. We had some amazing light. Obviously it was, I guess it's March while we were there. It's now just about April, but yeah, we were blessed with some terrific light. And these particular cameras, I think, you do need good light for these really. I've done some night stuff before with them, which is fine. You've just always got to bear in mind the usual comments about these Sigma Merrills with the Foveon sensor, is that you can only use them at low ISO really, so good light's essential. All the usual comments apply, but using the Sigma cameras, the battery life's awful. They take an age to process images and write them to the cards. Although I had noticed, whilst using these two side by side, which I don't usually, that the DP3 Merrill is writing to the card much quicker than the DP1 Merrill, and I don't know why that is, because I think they're set up in almost identical ways, so I might have to investigate the cards in them, but yeah, I have to look into that a bit more, because I'm sure one of these is much quicker than the other. And in fact, I did get into trouble on one occasion with the DP1 where I took several images one after another, so there was a little bit of buffering going on, and then all of a sudden, or it seemed to me all of a sudden, the battery indicator went red, which means the battery is critically low. And I thought, ugh, these shots are all in the buffer, and it's trying to write to the card, and the battery's about to run out, and I thought, I'll just not worry about it. I'll switch it off, I'll just not worry about it. And yeah, there's some strange stuff happened at that point. I then changed batteries, switched the camera back on, all fine, no problem at all. But yeah, that was a bit, I think, maybe the battery had been getting low and I hadn't noticed, but it's something I need to keep an eye on, because the batteries run out really quickly with these. So other than that, and this particular DP1 has a little bit of an issue with the shutter, so you press it once to take a picture, half press to focus, press it once to take an image, and it takes two. It takes one image, and then kind of half a second later or a quarter of a second later, it takes a second image. So there's something sticky in there that's, and it would, obviously that wouldn't be an issue other than writing two images to the card takes a lot longer than writing one image to the card. I guess people may or may not realise just how slow this is. So if I switch this on now, and if I kind of point it at nothing, and we'll see when okay, so I'm going to press the button now, and the little red light will come on when it's thinking about doing something. There'll be a little red light. I can't see it very well here. Is it flickering yet? Yeah, there it goes. It's processing it. Okay, so it's writing to the disk now. It's writing. It's writing. It's writing. Is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. Has it stopped? It stopped. Okay, so there we are. That's roughly how long it takes to write an image to the card. So that's a long time. That's a very long time. And the DP3 seemed to be quicker, so I'll look into that. I have bought for the DP3. I have bought one of these things. It's an extender. It's a focal length extender thing which Sigma make. It's just a piece. It's another lens, really. It's another lens, but it extends the focal range. So from kind of 75mm equivalent in 35mm terms up to 90mm equivalent in full frame terms. So it's not a huge difference. I think I took one photo with it, one image with it, and obviously it doesn't give you very much more reach. I'm going to have to wait and see whether I think this was worthwhile or not. Because I bought this second hand, and it's actually the Quattro version. They only sell the Quattro version now. So I have got if you can see that, there is a little adapter ring on that thread, but it is just a threaded thing that screws onto the front of the camera. And I bought a little threaded lens cap for it as well. So yeah, that takes it from 58mm down to 52, which is the thread on the DP3. So it's actually quite a, it's a bulky little thing to carry around if you're not going to use it very much. So we'll see how useful that actually is over time. Hopefully, you've seen that some of the images that I managed to capture here as I've gone through this ramble. And as always with these two cameras, I'm really pleased with the results. I think that they produce a lovely image. What can you say? They're a pain to work with. They really are, quite difficult to work with. They just require a lot of patience, I think, is the bottom line. They require a lot of patience, and you've got to be willing to work, in their way. You can't force them to do anything quick or anything out of their comfort zone. They just won't do it. It's just you'll be disappointed with the results if you try to push them in the wrong direction. I think that's the key to it. And being fixed focal lengths, it does kind of change the way you look at things a little bit. And I don't find that restrictive. I mean, it is a constraint in the way you're working, but I don't find it restrictive. I think it's just a state of mind. It's just like you're working with, a prime lens all the time. And I think that can be very good for your kind of photographic eye. So yeah, I was really pleased I took these two with me. Are they staying in my collection? I think they are staying in my collection. My Sigma SD15 has now gone. I sold that. So where next with my Foveon journey? We'll come back to that in another video. But yeah, I'm still, as I have been since I very first got a DP1 original camera many years ago. I'm still hooked on the Foveon thing. So yeah, we'll see where that's going in a separate vid.